Trying to lose weight without tracking your calories is like trying to go for a piss with a blindfold on. Some of it might hit the target, but most of it's missing, and you're going to be the one that clears it up in the end. So how do you go about tracking your calories and making sure that you stay in a calorie deficit? Well, the first thing you need to do is set a goal. You can use a calorie calculator for this, and I'll put a link to one in my bio, but essentially find what your maintenance is, and whether you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, you need to either add 500 or take away 500 from your maintenance calories. Once you've got a goal number of calories to hit, you want to plug that into an app of your choosing. I personally use MyFitnessPal, but there's probably better ones out there. It's just the only one I've ever used. And then from here, we need two things, which is going to be precision and consistency. The best thing you can do is tell yourself that you're going to track every single thing that enters your mouth for the next 2 weeks. Food and drink, that is. Even if you end up binging and going out and eating loads of shit, just make sure that you track it all in the app so you can put a number to it at the end of the week. But how do you actually go about tracking a meal? What you're going to want to do is get well acquainted with these two things. Number one is going to be kitchen scales, and number two is going to be the nutrition label on the back of your food. So let's take my breakfast for example. Starting off with the oats, we're going to put these on the scale and weigh out 40 grams. And then for the yogurt, we're using half a tub. A tub's 450, so we're going to use 225 grams of this. We're going to be using 1.5 scoops of my protein powder, and I can see on the back of the label it says that that's 45 grams, so I'm going to stick that into the app. And I'm going to weigh out my cherries, weigh out my strawberries, weigh out my raspberries. That's it, that's the first meal tracked of the day. As you can see, I've got it saved here in my app. If I press save as a meal, I can see how much fats, carbs, protein it's got in it, and it really is that easy. Sometimes you're going to forget to find something on the app, or you're going to forget how many grams of lettuce you had that day, and that's okay, but just starting the process of tracking calories is going to make you so much more aware of what you eat in a day. So do it for 2 weeks, see what happens, and start today.